Dr. Carla? Ready na ba kayo for the question and answer portion? Yes. Okay. And I guess that our candidates are ready. Ready na? Yes. All right. So let's start with Mr. STI candidate number 1. Okay, so you need to pick the card that is color orange. Okay? And I will read the question twice, and once you start to answer, the 45 minutes will start. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, ready na siya. So again, I will read the question twice. Discrimination sometimes happens from different or schools. How can you promote respect and inclusivity in your community? Discrimination happens sometimes from different community or schools. How can you promote respect and inclusivity in your community? Once you're ready, you may start.
Mahalaga ang paggalang at pagiging inclusive sa community. Dahil dito, nagkakaroon tayo ng pagkakaisa at mas maayos na samahan anuman ang ating pagkakaiba. Kung magiging pantay-pantay ang pagtingin ng bawat isa at iiwasan natin ang diskriminasyon, magiging mas maayos ang ating komunidad. Kaya dapat lagi nating sisimulan sa ating sarili kung paano rumispeto at tanggap ng ibang tao. Muli, ako po si CJ Nabay mula sa STI College, Ortigas, Cainta. Salamat.
Thank you so much, candidate number 1. Okay, so let us call on candidate number 6. Okay, candidate number 6, you need to pick your question. Alright, so how are you?
Good.
You're good. Okay, so are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Yeah, that's the spirit. Okay. I will read your question twice. As an STI student, how would you handle a situation where your personal values conflict with the values of the majority in your school or community? As an STI student, how would you handle a situation where your personal values conflict with the values of the majority in your school or community?
Thank you for that wonderful question. My personal thoughts and values are thought by my parents. I believe in the golden rule, do not do unto others if you do not want others to do unto you. And by that guiding principle, I am not be able to step on any toe in regards to different values of anyone in our society or in our school, in our community. And lastly, I will do what's the best for me and for my family without disrespecting anyone. Muli, ako si Denny Carlo Mahadas, representing STI College in Global City. And
Thank you so much, number 6. Let us now proceed to candidate number 7. You may pick your question, the orange one, okay, and give it to Chanel.
So your question is, I'll read your question twice, and once you start answering, your timer will start. If you had an ear of the president for 1 minute, would you tell him is the most urgent issue to address? Again, if you had the ear of the president for 1 minute, what would you tell him is the most urgent issue to address?
Sasabihin Pangulo ay mas unahin niya ang edukasyon. Dahil ito ang susi sa pag-unlad ng bansa at sa magandang kinabukasan ng mga kabataan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7. Last but not the least, for Mr. STI, may I call up number 8. You may pick the card that's on the orange. Alright.
I will read your question twice. Once you start answering, your timer will start. In school, some students cheat just to get higher grades. How would you encourage your classmates to value honesty over convenience? Again, in school, some students cheat just to get higher grades. How would you encourage your classmates to value honesty over convenience?
Thank you for that question. As a Mr. STI, I would simply tell him or her to take it from me. Take it for someone who always believed that education has always been the way in order for us to be wanted to be, to have the life we always wanted to be. But I believe that education doesn't simply end with that purpose. I believe it provides us a sense of awareness, a grasp of reality, encouraging us to do better. And after all, we STIers are made to be more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, candidate number 8. And that concludes the question and answer portion for Mr. STI. And now, without further ado, let's move on to the question and answer portion for Miss STI. Alright, so you may pick your question. I will read your question twice, and after that, you will be given 45 seconds to respond. Your question is, flooding remains a recurring problem in the Philippines. If you were given the chance to propose one solution to address this, what would it be? Flooding remains a recurring problem in the Philippines. If you were given the chance to propose one solution to address this, what would it be?
Thank you. If I were given a chance solution for flooding, I will start with segregating trash and maintenance for the drainage, because I believe that causing floods is us humans, and discipline is the key for that. Always remember that us STI are made to be more, and being more also means starting an action for a better community. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you so much, candidate number 1. And now let's proceed to candidate number 4. You may pick your question. Alright. Again, I will read your question twice, and then you will be given 45 seconds to respond. Many students and workers today experience stress, anxiety, and frustration. Yet some hesitate to seek help because of stigma. As a model student of STI, how would you inspire your community to create a more supportive environment for mental health awareness? Okay, one more time. Many students and workers today experience stress, anxiety, and frustration. Yet some hesitate to seek help because of stigma. As a role model student of STI, how would you inspire your community to create a more
change is one of the greatest problems here in the Philippines, caused by human activities that harm our Earth. As an STIer, I will promote sustainability not just in our school, but in our communities. Because I believe that change begins with small actions when done consistently and through awareness campaigns, to practice proper waste management and inspire everyone to live responsibly. And through this, we can turn our awareness into action and action into impact for a brighter future and better Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you so much, number 6. And now, last but not the least, may I call it number 8. Pick your question.
I will read your question twice, and once you start answering, your timer will stop. Young people in Nepal, especially Gen Z, are raising their voices through protest to demand justice and good governance. As a STIer, if you were to stand before the nation today, what would you say to inspire both leaders and youth to work together for a brighter future? Again, young people in Nepal, especially Gen Z, are raising their voices through protest to demand justice and good governance. As a STIer, if you were to stand before the nation today, what would you say to inspire both leaders and youth to work together for a brighter future?
If I were to say something to the youth and the leader, I would tell them this. I would tell them that real changes happens when you listen or we listen to one another. I believe that the youth should be heard, and I believe that the leader should listen, because I believe that when we unite, we can have a brighter future. And also, we as me as an STIer, we should be knowledgeable and smart enough to choose the right leader with the hearts of passion and the ears to listen to us. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Number 8. And that concludes our question and answer portion. Let's give a big round of applause to our top 4 finalists for bravely sharing their thoughts and hearts tonight.
Each of them has shown not just beauty and confidence, but also wisdom and authenticity, qualities that make them all unique.
Their answers have inspired us, moved us, and reminded us that true beauty shines brightest when it comes from within.
Now, the most difficult task lies in the hands of the judges. Because after those incredible answers, choosing our new Mr. and Miss STI 2025 won't be that easy.
That is right. And again, thank you so much to our top 4 finalists. Pwede na kayo magpahinga muna